What in the
I
goddamn?
don't like
Let's
that,
keep this
but I
in the
think it's
groove,
funny.
hey? Smooth moves, smooth. Hello. The guy everyone saw go in the Lucky 38, that was you?
I gotta
Oh,
turn the volume
shit.
back on for this. I gotta hear Matthew Perry.
Yeah.
I hit what I was aiming for. Guess you had brains to spare. Or you just thick
He looks so
skulled.
worried.
Either way, baby, this is good news. Maybe I can finally sleep at night, knowing you didn't die.
I'll
Let's
never
say you and me
understand what
cash
happened
out.
with this.
Go somewheres more private-like. Any questions you got, I'll answer.
Like, Matthew Perry... I wonder... I've never seen him as anybody other than Chandler. Except for this, of course. I wonder if maybe this is a character... Or maybe if it's a situation where Chandler is just him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's literally... Like, maybe he's a great actor in live action, but just doesn't necessarily have the skill set for voice acting, maybe. Because, hey, no digs on people who can do one or the other, because they are definitely separate. They're separate. They're separate skill sets for sure.
You've got some choices here.
Give me one good reason not to kill you.
That's what you think?
I think so.
You want a reason?
I would still be
How
pissed
about
if I were
4?
Clancy.
They're called bodyguards, and every one of them is packing.
I mean,
Me
it is
too,
his
so
fault that we're
baby
here.
Makes 5. Add to that, every chairman in this joint is armed, and not with some holdout pea shooter like maybe you smuggled through security. Anyhow, baby, you didn't come here for
Benny,
vengeance. You came to get clued
You're
in.
not endearing me to your cause.
Like I said.
Like, you
we should
tell
be
me that
talking
there's a bunch of
somewheres
people
private.
here who would kill me immediately, and it's like, I kind of want to kill you anyway.
And you kinda missed the massacre at the fucking post office. Or whatever the hell that building is.
Somehow, I don't think that your bodyguards are going to put up nearly as much of a fight as the NCR did, and they didn't put up much of a fight.
Most of them didn't have guns, to be fair.
But some of them did. They had rifles.
Yeah.
It can't work like that, baby. Not out in public like this. You really need me to spell that out?
These all suck. All those options suck. I don't necessarily... I guess...
We could just massacre the tops right now, but I'm afraid that Veronica would die.
I think maybe you pretend to hear him out.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna go along with it for the time being.
To start, I'll comp you the presidential. Best suite in the house. You
Yeah,
deserve
like
a
that.
taste of the
Yeah.
VIP lifestyle.
Clancy's
I'll
smart
hang
enough
out
to
down
know
here
that
for a while to make everything look
he's got the
business as
opportunity
usual,
to
then
get him
come to you.
alone and just fuck
Any
him up that
questions
way.
you got, I'll answer. Guaranteed.
And on that note, what a very stupid move on Benny's part to be like, hey man, I know you want to kill me, but listen, let's not talk in this open room. Let's go to my secluded chambers where we can talk in a more private location in which you can kill me that way.
I'm pretty sure that if you just agree, he just leaves. Like, he takes off.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Like,
Do what
instantly.
you gotta
You
do,
don't
baby.
have to try,
Let
because
the
it's a
chips
story
fall
thing.
as they may. You know where to find me.
I know this because that's what I did. I did not really give him the time of day. Or no, that's not necessarily true. I would say I did not interact with the game systems very much, and I got him alone immediately.
I see a switchblade. Laser weapon. Laser weapon. Switchblade.
No sudden moves around the boss, got it?
But is it the
Zero.
Wazer Rifle?
I got my eye on you.
The Wazer Rifle is awesome.
I wonder. I got a stupid idea.
Okay.
No sudden moves around the boss, got it?
I'm down for stupid ideas.
I dig this crazy stuff.
Okay, before I do this, I'm gonna ask you, should I commit to it? If it goes bad, should I stick with it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
100%. You gotta stick with the choices that you make in this wild wasteland.
Which is the trait that we didn't take. You know what? Fuck it. You only live once.
That's what I'm saying.
High roller.
Yeah! Get fucked, dude.
Hey, there's the high roller.
Evening.
Oh, you
That's
ass. That's what you get.
That's what you get.
Oh, I love it. I love everything about it.
All right, I'm about to have a new one for you.
Excellent. In the meantime, we've got options here. Oh, we wanted to take toughness. We could take toughness
is
level
always
2.
good.
Let's do that.
Yeah, you want to stack those things if possible. Otherwise, it just comes off as like a... It's not a good investment until they start to stack.
Yeah?
And then it becomes a great investment over the course of the game.
That could not have gone better.
This
Did
place
you know the
is
strip's
bee's
all stirred
knees.
up lately?
No one told you life was gonna be this way.
Hey, asshole.
Hey, there's the high
Give me
roller.
my guns back. You shit. Maybe I just get them back if I leave.
I think they just give it to you
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
leave.
The eyes of the mighty Kaiser are upon you. He admires your accomplishments and bestows upon you the exceptional gift of his mark. Any crimes you may have perpetrated against the Legion
Oh,
are
God,
hereby
hey, dude.
forgiven. Kaiser
God,
will not
Veronica
extend
looks
this
like a
mercy
total
a
dweeb in this shot.
second time.
But
My lord
also, look at
requires
his
your
fucking
presence at his
face.
camp at Fortification Hill.
I know it.
His mark will guarantee your safe conduct through our lands.
You know what I love about the characters in this game?
The mighty Kaiser
They
has
are all
bestowed upon
like
you
they
his
all
mark
look like
and
they're reading
guaranteed
off the
safe
teleprompter,
conduct.
like
Yeah.
they're
If
an
you wanted you
NBA
dead,
star doing
you
like
would be dead
a
already.
like a
See
commercial.
Kaiser by way of Cottonwood Cove, south of Nelson. The Cursor
Because they wanted to give their eyes some motion, but they all just look confused regardless of what any of them is saying at any time.
I'll tell you what, though.
Yeah.
I am down to consider that having dealt with Benny. I think that's an outcome. I'm good with that. So,
I think so.
I think it's time for a little diversion.
What do you propose?
The Happy Trails Expedition.
Okay. That's a good, what would you call it? That's a good side quest. It's a good, filler episode, filler arc.
Yeah, sometimes you just need a nice B-plot, you know?
Sometimes you've gotta watch Ippo go to the bread shop and talk to, what's her name?
Sometimes you've got to watch Goku and Piccolo get their driver's licenses.
Sometimes getting your driver's license in Dragon Ball is the best part of the show.
Right? Sometimes getting your driver's license in Dragon Ball is the A-plot.
And I'm not willing to hear anybody who says otherwise.
Same.
Here you go. You got another one.
Oh, yeah?
inspired this time by our inability to properly utilize the boxing gloves.
Yeah.
Similarly summing up much of my feelings about this series. In the meantime, as we slowly coast into the 1 hour mark, good morning, good evening, and good day to everyone out there in chat land or watching the VODs.
The sun is officially up where I am, though you wouldn't be able to tell by looking.
The sun is also up here.
It was
Which
not
is-
when we started.
No. No, it was not. Honestly, I could do without it.
Oh yeah.
Today is
The
one.
largest window in my room faces east, so...
I feel like that's probably the same for me, but I've got a massive mirror covering it. And it's like covered with all of these band stickers and such.
Yeah. I need to just cover that window with a fucking tarp.
I do have a Metal Gear Rising Revengeance like plush blanket that filters some of that sunlight, which is only necessary because, again, I live in the tropics and you live in the desert, and both places suck for direct sunlight.
Mm-hmm. Among other reasons, of course.
Yeah, among many other reasons. Apparently, Florida has like the lowest IQ out of all of the states on average, which I believe.
Yeah. I didn't want to be the one to say it because I don't live there, but yeah, I don't find that surprising.
I live here and it's terrible. Please, feel free to talk shit about Florida all day, because I'll join you happily.
Please, feel free to put me out of my misery.
The Universal Resort is maybe the cool thing to do here, and everything else I'm not really down for.
Now see, that's not how I was expecting that sentence to end.
Oh yeah?
The way
What,
I was expecting that sentence to go was like, the universal suffering of all Floridians is recognized by the scientific community.
It's not, otherwise they would have developed a way to push us into the ocean faster.
Really?
They
Because I
would-
thought Bugs Bunny came up with something like that once.
Didn't he like saw off Florida with like a table saw?
He
or
sure
something?
fucking did.
Bugs Bunny's great. Listen,
Classic.
climate change and global warming is super bad and everybody shouldn't do it. But what they should do is mandate that everybody from California and Florida get their shit together, behave like normal people, and move into the mainland, and then saw off those places and let them rot out at sea.
You heard it here first, kids. Don't do a global warming.
Don't do global warming, it's bad. But be good people. That's where I'm gonna stand on this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Welcome, sir or madam.
His shit didn't roll over yet, I don't think.
I wonder what the scheduling for that is.
I also wonder that. I'm beginning to open up to the idea of other unarmed weapons.
I mean, anything that punches. Like I said from the beginning, I'm down for anything that punches. The vendors restock twice per week on Sunday and Wednesday, 72 and 96 hours respectively.
Now that I never knew. So I have a job for you. if you're interested.
Okay.
Feel free to peruse all of the... What am I trying to say here? All of the unarmed weapons in New Vegas, and tell me what you find. And let me know if you find anything interesting.
I want to say we did this early on. I'm checking it out, but I want to say we did this early on. Well, I can see already that we've got a bunch of fist weapons.
That's good.
Oh. How do you feel about a power fist that also has a buzzsaw attached to it?
The industrial hand, if I recall correctly.
That is, yes.
Now, see, the thing about that thing is that it's not really... I mean, yes, it's unarmed, but it's closer to a chainsaw.
A little bit.
And it's cool, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if it's in character.
Ooh, wait a second. You can just get boxing tape? I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can get boxing tape, but it kind of has the same problems as the boxing gloves.
Now see, if this were me, I would probably just wear that thing. Like if it was my playthrough, I would try and wear that the entire time.
The glove or the boxing tape?
The tape. What about the two-step goodbye?
That is here. It is way too expensive for us.
It is a fist-mounted single-shot shotgun.
And when you kill people with critical hits, they explode.
This is correct.
Which is pretty cool.
That might be something to work towards.
Maybe.
It looks like it has a flat value of 20,000.
Modified by your bartering stat, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And what we're looking at here is 28,000. It is expensive.
But not unreasonable. We
Well,
could...
to give you some perspective, right now we have about 6,000.
Oh no, I see it. We could, if we were to properly manage our money, we could do it relatively quickly.
You think we could work our way up there?
Mm-hmm. I think so. You could go out of your way to find books that you don't want and don't plan on using and sell those. Items like that usually give you
Yeah.
a ton of money.
I just sold a whole bunch of those. Got like 11 caps each. Not too impressive.
Or
You're
like
making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
special armor types that you get as rewards from certain missions. You know what I mean?
Yeah?
Or in the case of our specific character, go out of your way to
Ooh, got something good
complete
for me?
missions that like
Is it a dress?
give you really impressive guns and then sell those.
I've been going out of my way to hold on to every gun that I find. Because they're usually worth a good amount if they're in decent condition.
Mm-hmm. And as we go into the DLC, you're gonna find more and more items that are worth more and more money.
And that's kind of my game plan right now. I will ask you though, was there any good unarmed weapons in Honest Hearts?
Let me see here. Unfortunately, they do not, they don't separate it quite as easily as that. There is a Yao Guai gauntlet,
Oh yeah, that thing.
but that's not really a punch.
No.
Oh,
that's-
there is a... There is one. There is a... Oh, God. Oh, that's pretty cool. There is a Salt Upon Wounds Power Fist. Which is...
That is a boss item.
Mm-hmm.
As much as any item in this game can be a boss item, as much as any enemy in this game can be a boss, I guess.
This item is also an improved holdout weapon, requiring a sneak skill of 50 to conceal.
Mm-hmm. That's all for casinos. I can't believe I fucking offed Benny like that. I think that was the highlight of this playthrough.
Good. I don't have the patience for Benny. There is a Gunrunner's Arsenal Power Fist.
Yeah, I bought it and I gave it to Veronica.
There are two. There's a Power Fist GRA and there's Greased Lightning.
Oh, Greased Lightning. I forgot about that thing. That I could see myself using. That I could see Clancy using.
It'll give you some symmetry and some synergy with Veronica.
You're right.
Also an improved holdout weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like it has very, very good longevity with good condition.
Good, good.
Can successfully strike about 995 times before breaking.
Impressive. Now, I happen to know, or at least have a vague memory of, the railgun being around here somewhere. Like along this cliffside, as I recall.
I don't remember.
Because in Wild Wasteland, there is a crashed UFO here, and that stops you from getting the railgun. But you get the alien blaster instead.
I don't think I ever
played
this game
like that.
I want to say I've maybe played 1 or 2 times in a Fallout game without Wild Wasteland on.
Well, this is the only game that has it.
Really?
Yeah, in the Bethesda Fallout games, that shit is just there, and you don't have a say in the matter.
Oh.
Because this is the only one on this engine to have the trait system.
Okay, that makes sense. My memory of Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3 understandably blurs.
What the hell? Oh, fuck.
That doesn't sound good. Oh, jeez, it's a robot. No, it's not a robot, it's just lasers. You're doing a shit ton of damage, though. Extremely
Oh my God.
well impressive. Oh? Well, there goes a head.
Oh, and it's a unique railgun. I forgot.
Good stuff.
It's a unique railgun that also happens to be the only railgun in the game. As memory serves.
I have no idea. I never used it at all. I can't believe they put MODOK in Marvel's Avengers.
Yeah?
I can't believe MODOK is still getting play.
I kinda can't believe it either.
Every time I think about MODOK, I think that I want to go back and play the Ultimate Alliance games. Those were good games. It's just too bad that they did a re-release and did a bad job of it.
Something about this that I've always liked is when you drink a Sunset Sarsaparilla, there is a chance that the bottle cap that you get from it can be a star cap.
Uh-huh. I always liked the whole sarsaparilla, the side quest in general.
Yeah. I don't remember how many caps you need for that.
It's not very much.
Yeah, I don't remember it being, like, into the triple digits.
No, it was like 20, I think.
Really? I don't think it was that few, but you could totally be right.
I mean, to unlock it?
Yeah, I've got 30 right now.
Let me see. I will take a look.
Yeah, go ahead and find out. Make it so, number one.
I would fucking love to, but this Fallout wiki is awful. It's badly designed, I would say.
Big surprise.
Ever since these things all consolidated into, like, the fandom, quote-unquote, wiki.
It's all on the same horrible back end.
Yes. I very, very much preferred not doing this. Let's see what we got here. Bottle caps.
I think what's going to happen here is we're going to have to go visit Cliff and offload
It's 50.
some of this shit. 50?
It's 50. 50.
So we're not too far off.
No.
Good, good.
And there are locations where you can get like 10 at a time, so.
Let's have ourselves a sleep. Actually. You there, Brahmin guy.
Let's all
Hey there.
go to the
Need
dinosaur. Let's all
Sure.
go to the dinosaur.
Oh, you've got
Let's
some
all
money.
go to the dinosaur. Have ourselves a sleep.
Well said. Thank you.
No problem. Man, I think about the opening to the Aqua Teen movie a lot.
Yeah?
Linoleum knife is hilarious to me.
Oh, you don't have any good items. At all.
Run it over after the show. God, that thing is so awful. Don't talk, watch. Don't talk, watch.
Okay, now we sleep.
Your money is our money. And we will spend it on drugs.
Oh man. Remember when I killed all those dudes?
Yeah? Which
was-
time?
That was awesome. Any of them. Whichever one you like best.
Any which way but living.
It's true. We're a bit peckish.
Cook the leather on your boxing gloves and eat them like jerky.
If you didn't say like jerky, I was gonna say like jerky.
Like jerky.
Nobody takes Johnny's jerky.
Allow me to assert my authority as an adult. If I ever go back and play Left 4 Dead 1, I'm gonna need that voice pack. As far as I'm concerned, that's the only way to play it.
It's the only way to play it. Because it also replaces the music, as I'm sure you remember.
I do.
Hey,
How you
Cliff,
doing?
how you doing?
Welcome back. Can I get you anything?
What do you
A
got?
little more action, a little less
Sure thing.
conversation.
Have a look.
You got the idea of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, something that you might find obtuse, but I think is really cool, is that if you want to use the C4 plastic explosives, you need the detonator. Which means that you have to get the detonator, which is right here.
I do like that, because it makes sense. If it wasn't located in the same place, I would find it obtuse.
Oh, here's the other GRA Power Fist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I'm not gonna lie, I am actually kind of pissed that we're not using that gun. Because it's so cool.
I like me some Blade Runner.
Don't we all? Don't we all?
Did you ever see 2049?
Never.
If you like the first Blade Runner, you'll probably like 2049.
Probably. I thought the first Blade Runner was pretty fucking good.
And depending on what you like about Blade Runner, you might like the sequel more or less. I would say it's very much a movie made... It is very much the sequel to that movie, but modernized in some ways, but in ways that are generally smart.
Generally.
Yeah, it is still a... To reuse the same word, it is still an obtuse movie in a lot of ways. It's not for general audiences. But it is also less obtuse than the first movie. It's more, like, in some ways, conventionally structured.
Maybe instead of saying obtuse, you might say esoteric.
Maybe. Although I will say that the first Blade Runner can be obtuse at times. And I say that as somebody who does love it. And I love that about it. I love that it is not made for general audiences.
Few things in life that are good are. Because in attempting to please everyone, you please no one.
That's right.
How is my bag looking? Heavy. Do me a favor.
Yes.
And find out what the weight threshold is for Honest Hearts, because I know that there's a weight threshold at the beginning, and you can pass a survival check to raise it.
At the beginning of Honest Hearts, they only let you take 75 pounds of gear, or 100 pounds if you're sneaky.
Sneaky, huh? I could swear there was a survival check.
Let's take a look. Happy Trails Expedition. Survival check of 50 with Masterson. The weight limit can be increased to 100 by using the strong back or pack rat perks, or passing a survival check of 50.
Okay, so 100. We're still
100
100 over. We're still 100 over, and most of it is food.
Well, you can put extra stuff in your apartment. You don't need to bring your fucking rifle, because we're
No.
not going to be using that.
My question for you is, while I've got you here on this wiki page, are those containers safe? Or will shit that I put in them fucking despawn because the developers are sloppy?
I am not willing to answer that question. Because I don't think that anything in this game is safe from developer incompetence.
Well, luckily, I'm not asking you. I'm asking the wiki through you.
I don't know that Jeannie May's apartment has its own room, has its own wiki page, but I will check.
You could just check the page for Novak.
Oh wait, it totally does. Jeannie May Crawford's house.
No, that's...
Oh wait, that's her house.
No. You want, like, the motel room. Door to motel room. Oh, but there's a couple of them.
There was some kind of massacre. at
Jeannie
one of the
May
future
Crawford's
stations.
house.
I don't know which one.
Manny Vargas's
I keep
room.
hearing about some courier making a fuss.
Novak house. No. There's Boone's room.
Well, I'll tell you what. I do have a backup strategy.
Okay.
And that backup strategy is to just use the fucking item box.
Well, why not use the item box?
Always use the item box. I can't believe this game has a fucking item box in it. Gotta go back to Prim, though.
Samurai Jim. Gotta go back to Prim, Samurai Jim.
Jim the Knight died on the way back to his home planet.
Samurai Jim. When does the magic begin? That moment is fantastic. And for some reason, that's the first thing that I always think about when I think about Samurai Jack. When does the magic begin?
One of the first for me will always be the Scotsman in all of his appearances.
He's a fantastic character.
He's one of the best.
Props to John DiMaggio for being great.
Right? You know, this is probably the one time where I should bring some trail mix. You know?
Go for it. You're going to be on a trail.
Exactly. I do happen to know that Zion Canyon is home to some of the only clean water in, like, the whole game. So I don't need to bring my water with me.
Well, there you go then. Trying real hard to get these eye shapes down and it's not working.
Would you look at that? We are traveling pretty light.
Fantastic. That's what I like to see.
Now I just need to remember that all my shit's in, Novak.
We'll be able to remember that. It's been the one area that we've been consistently returning to.
Seems that way.
Seems that way.
You just had to one-up me. You couldn't leave well enough alone.
No.
We are down to 10% of our total weight capacity.
That's pretty good.
And guess what? It was just as I said. It was mostly food.
That's gonna be well and good until we starve to death on the road.
Nah, that's what the trail mix is for.
The trail. Every time I think about trail mix, I think about that episode of Foster's Home where they don't have any food by the time they get to the campsite. He's like, well, what happened to all that trail mix that I bought? And Blue's like, well, I ate all of the trail mix. Why did you eat all the trail mix? Because we were walking on the trail. Duh.
Wonderful. We are all pretty much topped up. We should be good to go.
I think any progress is good progress.
The only thing that bothers me is that our outfit is in tatters, and I don't know. Oh, we still are receiving the stat bonus, even though it is broken, because we are still wearing it.
Yeah, as long as you don't take it off.
Yeah, the stat bonus is mostly what I'm interested in, because it gives us a point in endurance and agility, which is super good.
I mean, that's something that I remember from, like, never fixing my own equipment ever.
If only I had that shovel from the beginning of the game. I think I just dropped it in the cemetery and forgot about it.
If only I had a shovel.
Howdy, friend. Heard my little broadcast, did you? Yeah, you look the type. Well, it ain't good, I'll tell you that.
Go.
It's not like the Mojave or the NCR.
Got
Hell,
one more picture coming
even
up for
Arizona
you.
under Caesar is safer. You got raiders all over the damn place. Tribes of degenerates that'll eat you as soon as look at you. Regional warlords, the works. Not too many decent places to stop and trade. New Canaan's one of the only ones left I know about. They're about what you'd expect. Crazy, jacked up on chems, violent as hell, and not too bright. The worst of the 80s, but we won't be passing through their turf on this run. That's right. The folks that lived in Zion before the war, they didn't just get a little savage. They're downright feral. Most of them don't even speak English anymore. You've got to get yourself a new Canaanite translator to talk to them. The ones you really gotta watch out for are the Whitelegs from the Great Salt Lake. They'll attack just about anyone that ain't one of theirs.
I hope you're ready for some
Dangerous enough
backstory.
we won't be going near them if we can help it. I got no desire for my head to decorate some little gas
I'm always
station
happy to
for its
start
walls.
these DLCs because every time we do, there's a whole lot of it's like one of the
Help
only
us get
times
this
when you come
caravan
across
in Zion and find New Canaan. The pay is 25
stuff
per
that's
day.
well scripted,
Half up front,
or at least
half
stuff
on
that's
return.
scripted to a significant
You'll get a
degree that it
bonus
feels
if
like
we
it's
make it into
meaningful.
Zion. Plus another bonus if we reach New Canaan. Oh, one more thing. Don't mention the name Joshua.
Usually they
Red
save like new voice actors for the DLC, and I'm like, oh my god, finally a breath of fresh air.
Yeah. But at the same time, I feel like I've heard this guy before.
Oh, probably. I mean, I still have the audio out.
Just don't. It makes the new Canaanites powerful uncomfortable, and it scares the britches off the tribals. Don't talk about the burn man either while you're at it. Trust me on this one. It's for your own good. Just like that, huh? You got guts. I'll give you that. You
That's
sure
a good
you
hair
wanna
color.
jump in blind? Ain't got no questions about where we're going or why?
Any preference on that?
No.
I bet you are. But we only got room for one more on this expedition. You'll have to
I
leave
will
your
keep
friend
it as
behind.
this then. Ooh, okay. That's a good one.
Yeah, reckon you will.
What'd you think of Mr. House? I was surprised he only had the 2 robot sex slaves. Why does everyone always say that? Nice!
Aw.
Can I order room
Bye,
service?
Veronica. We'll see you again soon.
There she goes.
Are you here to jar at me a while longer? Or are we ready to
There
get this
goes
show
the
on the road?
bravest power fist user I've ever known.
Are you now? You know we ain't coming back this way for a good long while now, right? And you know
There
about
goes
weight
the
limit.
greatest jazz
I
player
don't
that the
want
Wasteland's
no
ever
whining
seen.
about old Mr. Masterson. I left my one-of-a-kind plasma cannon back at base. Can we go back for it? You sure you're ready now? Huh. I do believe you could. You sure about that this time? We ain't coming back for a while. Well, all right then. Let's get moving.
Here's
we got
a little bit
long
more.
road ahead of us.